on the Your World website now for weeks. Viewers on this very show know I've been saying it actually for years. My next guest is a true believer, though, because he made it cool before, I got to admit, even I made it cool. He's never taken one earmark for his district, says he never will. He's easily the cheapest congressman in Washington. And I mean that with the greatest respect. It's just something if you go out with, you're going to pay. Just get over it. Anyway, Republican Congressman Jason Chaffetz joining me right now. Good to see you, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Here's what worries me, Congressman. I understand where you're coming from. You've been very consistent. I don't get that same kumbaya out of all Republicans.
I think that's right. I think that's one of my worries as well. If you look at the 174 current Republicans, my concern is the current body has about 80 to 90 true fiscal conservatives. Now, I see the cavalry coming over the hill. I see the election on November 2nd. I think we could add, dozens upon dozens that will help.
Take the House?
Yeah, take the House and help us fight back some of this out of control and egregious spending.
See, I'm not blowing smoke at you, but since I know you sleep in a cot in your office, I know you practice what you preach. But I've seen over my career power changes. It doesn't change. A lot of your colleagues are focused on me. Man, I'm going to get a bigger office. What is my new committee assignment going to be? Will my desk be different? Will I get new drapes?
Yeah, well, this is the concern. I think those that will be rewarded long term will be the ones that make the tough calls and say, we have to change the way we do business. I didn't get elected to perpetuate the status quo. I took a lot of heat from my senior senator, a Republican, who said, if you don't ask for earmarks, you're not doing your job. And I said, with all due respect, Senator
Bennett.
Well, and Senator Hatch specifically was the one that came after me. And I said, I didn't come here to perpetuate the status quo. Sometimes you got to flush the toilet and start over. And we are
a family show, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
Is it your sense, though, that like banning all earmarks, which is common sense, now they're kind of wiggling a little bit. All right, we're going to ban them for a year, maybe 2 years. They're not getting rid of them. The healthcare thing. Remember first, I don't know, you guys didn't sign a contract, but there was some contract, right? And the idea was we were really going to just rip this healthcare law to shreds, repeal it, be done with it. Now, starve it. There is a difference, right?
Well, I think the number one choice is to absolutely repeal it.
But they're not.
I think we're very committed to that. That's right in the pledge.
You might be. The pledge. I write a pledge to eat salad next week. People are not.
I'm going to hold you to that, by the way.
You don't hold your breath.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? That they say one thing and they do another.
Well, if they do, they kick them out of office. The number one thing you got to look for.
Tea Partiers hold Republicans accountable, because I think that's a whole new tension convention.
Yeah. Oh, they should. Look,
Tea Party's like you, right?
The number one thing you look for, I come from the business community, number one thing you look for is you just want people to do what they say they're going to do. That should be the litmus test. Did you do what you said you're going to do? And if you make the pledge and say you're not going to ask for earmarks, you better darn well do it. If you don't, then kick them out of office. But when I'm not even hearing it before the election, don't you get worried what they're going to do after the election? But you know what? John Boehner's been a great leader on this.
Would you vote for him? If you guys have the majority, would you vote for him to be your speaker?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you think he has the votes to be speaker?
Oh, I think he does at this point.
Really?
Yeah. No, I really do.
So you don't see some rebel emerging to take him on?
No, I think between him and Eric Cantor, we've got some great leadership. Now, do I agree with him?
Why are those the given guys?
Well, I think they've shown great leadership. If we get back into power, I think in large part their leadership. Look at what we did.
No, I like them both. They're wonderful guys.
Yeah.
You're right. But you could argue, hey, they were there in the last fiasco, right?
Yeah, but now they're in the leadership positions. And we did take, all the Republicans did take a pledge, and we did not ask for earmarks this year. And I'm proud of that. John Boehner has been there for 18 years. Well, that's a good start. It's better than where we were in the years past.
Something dramatic. You obviously haven't read my Cavuto platform. Just because you're busy doing your congressional job, you should listen to me. But in all seriousness, I mean, it echoes what you say.
Yeah.
Be bold. Yeah. Be clear. Tell folks unequivocally you have to address entitlement spending and spell exactly what entitlement spending. I get the perception that your colleagues, at least, are kind of sitting on the ball, running out the clock.
No, I think the majority of them bought off on that pledge. I was there when we presented. I was part of the crew that actually presented it to America.
Did you guys sign it?
we didn't do a formal signing, but you go line by.
Newt Gingrich's one, people signed it.
Here's one of the interesting things. You go line by line through the pledge, and you haven't heard Democrats criticizing the individual lines. There's no one item that they have
Well,
gone
it's so
after.
dandy, sign it.
I'll sign it. Go ahead.
Really?
I'll send you a signed one.
Okay. Congressman, it's always a pleasure.
And I'll send you a salad.
All right, well, be careful here. This
No.
could be your last visit. All right, but this guy was doing all this stuff long before a lot of folks were. When we come back, Walmart is growing by shrinking, and even that has got unions fuming. Then Uncle Sam spending